Computer vision is revolutionizing the world around us, from the face unlock on our phones to self driving cars and ADAS, to warehouse automation and robotics, fitness and metaverse, and to the very food we eat. These AI models are defining the future and are drastically impacting our lives. The unsung backbone of these AI models, though, is very large amount of training data required to accomplish these amazing feats. This data is painstakingly acquired by the fruit of tedious human labor. People have to manually label millions of images by hand. Every object needs to be individually marked, and this needs to be repeated for every image. Teams spend months collecting data, and even then we see a lot of bias and imbalance issues. Synthetic data generation can solve all of these problems. Using 3D graphics and generative AI, we can create exact replica of the real world digitally with infinite variations and create perfectly labeled training datasets. The following demo showcases our cloud platform where we are creating a synthetic data for a warehouse safety monitoring use case. We start with our text to 3D environment generation to create a digital replica of our real warehouse and create a scenario. We first upload a floor plan for the warehouse, and the AI creates an empty warehouse structure with the walls, floor, and roof based on the floor plan. Next, we can start populating the warehouse by using simple prompts. We can ask it to place objects like boxes, pallets, etc. in different areas. The AI takes input text and converts it into 3D spatial information and understands basic context. The AI understands things like boxes go on top of the table goes on the floor. It understands spatial relationships. Here we have created a very complex conveyor system just by using a simple prompt. Next, to generate some storage racks, we pass a prompt with parameters like the dimension, number of shelves, spacing between the racks, etc. to create this scenario. We can then make modification in real time as well. Like here we increase the spacing, and also we can do other modifications like we can add people, we can add lighting, we can change the lighting, we can randomize the objects. Once we are happy with the scenario we have created, we can add a virtual camera and configure the parameters to match the real world. Then we can select whatever different types of annotations we need, and we click the generate button. It takes about 10 to 30 seconds per image with annotations to generate, and you can see the generated dataset in the dataset management section. With synthetic data, you get pixel perfect labels auto generated, and you can create infinitely varied scenarios to cover all edge cases and build a robust, highly accurate model. With our cloud platform, we can serve a large number of different scenarios and use cases from indoor environments like logistics, warehouses, and factories to outdoor large environments like cities with fully simulated weather, traffic, pedestrians, to drone imagery over mountains, to very small objects like defects on chips and other objects. Now we move on to the next GenAI demo we want to showcase. This is for a model we have trained to do data augmentation. If you already have labeled images, you can input these images along with their masks and enter a prompt to change the season or make it nighttime, and the AI changes the background and the foreground without changing the labels, essentially doubling or tripling the size of a dataset without needing you to relabel anything.